Morning. Uh, got out. Well, I got up just a little late today. Of course, when you, I don't know. Let me see this. All right, bam, just like that. Uh, just woke up. I'm sure I got bedhead. Um, I don't know. I didn't even bother putting a thumbnail on here, but I did feed the dogs, and I got my coffee. I ain't drank it yet. Hey Jerry, how you doing, brother? The oh, let me go through and well, I watched again your. Oh, hey babe, I wish you'd sign in on that other channel. Um, the and hey, Chef Civvy, good to see you, darling. Jamie, good to see you, darling. Let's see here. Oh, it's already got 2 likes. Sweet. Um, and there is. I slept in a little bit longer than I usually do. Hey Lee, over at Anfield. I don't know if Eddie's working today or not. Of course, that was probably for Jamie. Um, let's see. It's a little later than I've been going live, I think. Right now it is. But I guess I was uh, at, uh, since 8 a.m. Oh, okay. That was just talking about Eddie, I expect, to everyone in chat. I actually, believe it or not, I thought about going live last night when I came home from work. Rosen, Rosemary Gardens. There we go. Thank you, babe. Good morning, Mike's Adventure Sparks. I thought about going live, but I thought it would be because of the fact that other people have lives, and I don't mean live streams. I mean things going on in their life. Hey, Mr. Block, good to see you. Um, for example, Eddie going to work at 8 a.m. Here we. Hey, Jerry, how's it going, brother?
Morning.
Uh, didn't mean to. Let's see here. It sounds like you having a little bit of a rough morning,
Who?
or maybe I just woke you up, or
No, I've been up. I've been up since 7 or since 8 o'clock.
well, that's kind of early.
Yep.
You okay?
Yep.
Okay, good. The just want to make sure. Um, yeah, I was going to go live last. Or I thought about going live last night, but I didn't want to. I thought it might be inconvenient, or it might be. Um, I you get to worried about how what you do affects other people, or at least I do, and I didn't want. Uh, I guess I was thinking about you and Eddie, you know, because at very minimum, it's possible you would have hopped on last night. Um,
I don't know. It depends on what time.
well, it would have been around midnight,
Yeah,
but
I went to bed. I think I went to bed at like 11 or 12:30.
oh, okay. The
Yeah.
well, I just hey Kyle, um, I guess
Excuse me.
oh, you're good, and I hope your cough goes away, or hope you. I don't know what to say. I don't know if you're feeling good or
No,
bad.
I just had a little cough.
Okay, I get it. Um, but yeah, there are times when I thought, uh, but maybe see, this is the part where I get to thinking and wondering, and I one of the things I did not uh, do, or one of the things that kept me from going live last night when I got home at midnight was the fact that it might uh, other people, some people might get up and watch it while they had to get up early this morning, and it would cause
Yeah,
them sleep. How,
I follow you. Hey, Mike, I follow
uh,
you on that. But
uh,
like yesterday, you weren't in our live yesterday, were you? I know you're working, but you weren't watching, were you?
was that yesterday?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I did not get it. I did not
Okay.
make it.
That's all right. I mentioned you in there, but I didn't know if you were in there or not. So, and Eddie
I'm
was on the road.
do I know?
Eddie was on the road.
Um,
So I don't. He was there, but he was on the road.
right. Well, I'll have to watch yours today.
Yeah,
Um,
no big deal.
hey, Sylvie.
Hi,
Wait,
good
why aren't
morning.
you watching Timmy?
What?
Why aren't you watching Timmy?
I am watching Timmy.
Oh, I'm not watching both.
Is Timmy live?
Yeah, he's lying. He's got his travel today.
He's contemplating shutting it down because the view is crap because it's raining and overcast and gross. Yeah, he's gonna shut it down.
Yeah, it was hard to look out the window.
I'm so sorry. I
Huh?
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize Timmy was live.
Well, he's gonna shut it down anyway because the view sucks. The visibility sucks. So he's already talking about shutting it down. He was talking about shutting it down 5 minutes ago. So
Excuse me.
you're all good.
Well, I but see, here's the thing. I was just talking about how. All right. When I talk about hey, good to see you, Tiffany. Um, when I go through and last night I considered going live um, when I got home. In fact, I thought, well, it'd be a good time to go live. All my thoughts initially were, well, I didn't get to go live today because I worked a double. I won't have to work another double till Thursday. You know, I went through all the reasoning of the things to go live, but then ultimately, I think what stopped me is the thought that, well, Devil Dog may have to work the next day. He may have to work Tuesday morning, and if so, you know, I don't. And for what about Jerry? Jerry's been having problems with his heart. It can't be good for him to go through, and if he opts on, and you get to running all these things through your head. Hey Simon, how you doing? All right,
Well,
and
what about you getting sleep too? You need to come home, go to bed, get some sleep.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
well, I went to bed about. It was kind of late for me when I went to bed about one. I think it was about.
Yeah, but Gary, you would have got on. You'd stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I do stay up in the
So
morning
you
late.
didn't stay up that late last night. You went to bed at a decent time.
I went to bed at uh I went to bed at 1 o'clock.
Okay, but if you would have got on live, you would have been up till 2 or 3.
Maybe, maybe not.
Well, maybe, yeah, but maybe so. So it's a good thing you didn't go live.
Well,
You know,
you
go
know,
live, go to bed, get some sleep, go to live this morning.
well, when but see, here's the thing, though. That's what I honestly believe was going through my head and why I didn't do a live stream last night. Even though even though but what if my real motivation behind it was that the same thing as you're saying right here, right now, that well, I need sleep. You know, I can't take other folks into consider. I think that most decisions are a culmination of weighing different factors. And hey, Tim, good to see you, brother.
Hey, Gary.
Oh,
I didn't want to interrupt.
what the hell, man? I thought you were stopping your live.
I did.
Well,
I came over here.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's
I,
where there's somebody else to entertain the people while I concentrate on driving.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Tammy. Honestly,
Funny.
Tuesdays. Hey, Jody Genealogy. Tuesdays. I should just stop trying to do anything on Tuesdays because I know you got your lives. I know, now that I'm thinking about it, we got Ann Dale has her Tuesdays. Although I don't know what time she goes live. I'm not typically up and around Crazy Life Homestead. Good morning.
I think she just went live.
Well, see, that's just it. I don't mean to go over her.
Well,
Um,
here's the thing, Gary, is that if you waited to go live every time somebody else went live, then you would
Never
never
go
go
live.
live because it's like everybody is, even though some people have theirs scheduled on certain days and whatnot, it's like sometimes you end up having to go over top of somebody, and it's don't don't feel don't feel guilty about that, you know. Don't worry so much because it's like, people often jump back and forth and back and forth.
yeah, that's true. That is true. Hey, Art Stew, good. I think I'm saying that right. Hey,
Hi,
Arlene,
Bruce.
darling,
Hi, Arlene.
and hey, Simon. Let's see. Don't go live tonight at 7:30. I'm gonna be working tonight. 7:30. There's no way I could go live. But I'm not planning on it. And I know that that's my time. I usually go over there to yours. I don't, and I'm so sorry, Jerry. I don't.
Right. No big deal. We had 57 people in there at one time.
Okay, well that's awesome.
So I
Um,
mean, it's okay. I knew you're working. I don't expect you to be there when you're working. If you're there, you're there. If you're not, you're not. I don't.
I don't. I
But
don't.
I don't expect Eddie to be there. He was there, but I didn't expect him to be there. I really don't expect anybody to be there. If they come to live, they come to live. I appreciate them being there, but I don't expect anybody.
Well, I appreciate that, and I mean, that's typically how I feel as well. It's just like, you know, um, typically Devil Dog is at my live streams, but I don't. It's not that I don't feel hurt or disappointed, if he doesn't show up because like he's at work right now.
Yeah.
How stupid would it be for me to be disappointed that I don't see him up here on panel or whatever? That would just that's that would be like I'm psychotic or something.
I'm disappointed he's not here yet.
Yeah,
I'm disappointed. He usually it beats me in here, so I'm disappointed.
Well, hang on one second. Let's see.
He's just riding in the car with fearing for his life because Sammy's driving.
That's true.
very
That,
true.
that is true. He's just.
If you look at him, every day his beard gets grayer and grayer. Every day he rides with Sammy.
That's true. He don't. Uh, he does have some issues with Sammy's driving, and but anyhow,
So I mean, the only thing that I think keeps him staying is he's done we're on the live. Here he's not paying attention to Sammy's driving as much. So it's actually your mistake. You may be a lifesaver. You may be saving Eddie's life. For keeping him distracted, so he doesn't worry so much.
Yeah, so he doesn't have a heart attack. Um, and on top of all of it, Gary, these these panel chats and stuff that you guys do,
Hmm.
they don't generally translate well to rewatch.
That's
You
true.
know, so it's like if I'm doing a live stream, don't feel bad, okay? Because people can go and rewatch my stuff later
Yeah.
and come over here, you know. And I'm sure that Jerry probably feels the same way too, because his stuff is replayable, you know. The panel stuff doesn't translate well to replay
Right.
because
Right.
people want to engage with the chat and engage with, you know, the panel and stuff like that. They can't do that on a rewatch.
That's true. Let's see. Let's see. I find myself late at night watching my friends in
Hey, I
Australia.
don't mean to interrupt. I'm buffering real bad. I'm going to drop down and come back up.
All right.
All right. Thanks for letting me know. Good to see you, Tim, and I'll see you back in a minute. Or however you want to do that. I
I just got to do this. I have to see if it works. I'm going to say devil dog, devil dog, devil dog. Let's see if he pops in now.
well, the he has it. You know, he comes and goes as from time to time. I'm very appreciative of having him, and I've learned a lot from him. But I don't want him to. Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't feel. Um,
Hey, Mark.
hey, Mark,
Hey,
brother.
Tip.
Here's
And the other
here's
guy.
here's how you get him in here. Hey Jerry, you won the pie contest.
Hey, Simply.
We all know I won.
He's gonna be like, oh hell no, I'm popping in there.
We all know I won that. You know,
That is
Susan
funny
had-
how that.
I have to tell you, Susan had a piece last night, and she goes, "Wow, that's slimy."
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
She said she didn't expect it to be so potent
Yeah.
that lime.
That's right. I don't want him to feel obligated. Um, that's the last thing I ever want anybody to feel is obligated.
Well, I feel obligated, and I'm sure Eddie feels obligated because it's your live. I mean, you're a friend of mine, and when Civvy goes live, you're a friend of mine. I feel obligated to be there. The reason I don't come to lives is because I'm out. I got my hands full of bull, you know, or electricity or something. I'm actually doing something, you know, on the farm. But I was telling Sue this morning, you know, I'm tired of this coldness. I got to get over this. My blood being so dang thin, I go outside and I freeze my butt off.
Well, if you're using that,
Blood there is just kicking my butt.
Homestead in the World with D is here. What's going on, D? Good to see you, dog. The if you're taking a blood thinner, that's pretty standard, though. Are you taking a blood thinner?
Yeah, I've been doing it since October.
Right. So that's what I thought.
I was in the hospital at one time. So.
That's true, Tiffany. Well, the fact is, I know my father has been taking blood thinners for years, probably 20 years or more, and he gets cold at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
If he goes into a restaurant, I mean, as it is, when me and Tammy go out to eat, we almost always bring a jacket because it gets so cold in restaurants. I get it. I know they're trying to, speed up their swap time or how get through that tabletop several times. I get that.
Well, I don't think that has to do with why it's cold. It's cold because they got all that heat going on in the kitchen.
No, it's literally they think about how many times they can turn that table. That's what they're in business to do, and I get that. They need to turn that table over as often as they can to make money, and that's the purpose of being in business. So I know for a fact that they adjust the thermostats accordingly. Now that'd be different, I guess, if you were just talking about the kitchen. But when you're looking at uh, your business, can rise or fail.
But if you're cold, you're not going to eat faster.
Yes, you do. You claim, and well, even if it's not about how fast you eat, it's about how fast you linger after the meal. So, and people have a tendency to leave quicker when it's cooler.
Really?
Yeah. Because oftentimes, if you go out with a group of people and it's as comfortable as you want, they're not going to leave that seat. And when you space is at a premium in a restaurant. So the quicker you can turn it over.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I've never ever thought about leaving a restaurant because I was cold.
Okay. So you sound
that was before I started eating blood thinners. I've never been cold at a restaurant.
well. Believe it or not, when I was in college, I started off in hotel and restaurant administration. That was my first major in college. It was, I just didn't know what else to do, and up until that point, I'd had a couple of jobs in, I guess fast food or restaurants that. I asked Dr. Beltloop, I like that, Demoose. What's going on, Demoose? Well, I have a very eclectic past, I guess. Although I've worked in most any kind of, there's not a whole lot of types of occupations I haven't held at one point or another. It seems like. But there are some things I get bored with easily, and other things I get addicted to for a period of time.
Well, I'm going to give you a synopsis of my life last night. I talked about getting electrocuted.
You got electrocuted
Yeah.
recently?
Yeah. From my hot wire fence.
Oh, I was about to say, were you peeing on the fence?
No, I wasn't peeing on it. My ass touched the fence when I had my hand on a panel. My ass puckered.
Oh, I bet so.
It's not a pucker, out pucker. It was in pucker.
I can picture that. It's like sucking up air or something.
Yep. No, it was. It was.
Beat
It was
off.
a sphincter test.
Now look at that. Devil Dog is on and Dale's live.
Oh, that's fine. I'm glad he is. Honestly, he may not. I true. Come on, sweetheart. Come here, sweetheart. I haven't seen you all day.
Gary, that was a sphincter test.
Yeah, it was.
Do I now? That was a sphincter.
And it's airtight.
The pucker factor. Yep. When we were young, and I don't know how this is related other than the electric fence. I know we used to have some hogs, and they were held in, or they were kept in check by a electric fence. Trouble is, them hogs didn't always pay attention to that. At least the big one didn't always pay attention to that electric fence, and so it would get out.
I guarantee you, there is no hog in this world that would go through that electric fence, like that I touch. I guarantee it.
Well,
Because that son of a bitch was hot.
yeah. Well, they ended up straight wiring it to the electric fence, and that fried one of the hogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can relate. Let's put it this way. 'Cause my fence lately has been running since there's no grass growing, so there's nothing near touching it. It's been running about 10,000 volts.
Well, Tiffany, I don't. I'm sorry. Conversation and the chat. Tiffany said that doggy wanted daddy love. No, she was standing off and she wouldn't come when I tried to pick her up. Finally, I got a hold of her, and she's like a teenager. You know, wants attention but doesn't necessarily care for attention. You know, at least that's the way I take it, because she she is the oldest of the three dogs we've got, and she has she's just, I don't think she knows what she wants half the time. Um, but I love her, and she is the one that's the most. The other two, uh, have a tendency to wake me up in the middle of the night. They'll come up to Nikki. Nikki's fine. She'll come in, she'll lay down and go to sleep, and she's set for the night. The other two will hop down off the bed, hop back on the bed, hop off the bed, come over and sniff my ear. Maybe if my foot happens to be out from under the covers, Rosemary will lick my foot. She just, they don't know what they're doing, other than they usually about 3:30 in the morning. One of them will come over there and will not leave me alone till I take them, let them both out of the bed, and go put them in the other room. Go put them in here. So it's, I don't know. I'm just rambling. I didn't get up till 9:30, which is weird.
Which is good.
Well,
You need sleep.
I'm not used to that. I just, of course, I had a double yesterday, and so, but I stayed up more than an hour. I don't even remember why I stayed up. Seems like I was watching something. And then got up early, and I said, my first thought is, oh no, I'm late to do a live. That was the first thing that popped into my head. And so, of course, I had to have coffee. That's like a must. And so, which is funny because normally I quit drinking coffee. Did you know that coffee has a tendency to make the body less sensitive to insulin? Coffee actually has an effect on the body in regards to insulin, at least according to some studies that I've looked at. It's I guess one of the reasons whenever I decided to drop weight that I normally give up coffee. And it reminds me, Tammy, if you're watching, I don't think you still are, but we need to get some stats. I do need to get some vitamins. I'm out of my multivitamin. Yes, coffee. I love coffee, but I I I I did I did give me some coffee, and Des is no sticker troll here. Civies pointing.
Yes. Did you know that also if you do not use a paper filter in your coffee pot, if you use a reusable filter, that you can actually raise your cholesterol levels?
Really?
Yes. Also with espresso, because they don't use paper filters, because paper filter helps to filter that out, or much of it out, but it can actually raise your cholesterol levels.
Really? I did not know that. Now I've got to start using the paper filters that I have at work whenever I make coffee. It's like decaf mostly, but
And decaf is actually worse for you than regular caffeinated coffee because of all the chemicals that they use to decaffeinate coffee.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Well, what about half calf?
It's your coffee, man.
No, I'm just asking if do they use as much for half calf? We use paper. Well, we do, but you got that paperless coffee, reusable coffee filter at work, and so um, no decaf. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to start either give up. I guess I have to give up decaf.
Yeah, decaf is bad for you.
Okay.
It has just caused your brain problems, remembering problems.
No, I'm blaming the torvastatin on that one. So all right. Well, I guess Tammy, I guess we got to go back to caffeinated. My main issue though with caffeinated coffee is that if I drink it past 9 p.m. I have trouble sleeping when I go home. Of course, it's not like I'm drinking. Yes.
So I asked Uncle Google to verify that for me about the cholesterol, and it does in fact verify that I am correct on that.
Okay. Well, that is interesting information. Life tips here at the YouTube Police with Siffy. We may have to start a new section.
Oh, I'd be drawing a blank. I'd be drawing a blank.
Well, it's okay. We'll just have, we never know when it's going to hit, and it may not show up every week or every day or every whatever live stream, but it's there. We got it. Then make a cup of tea. That's not a bad idea. Don't drink coffee at night. There are nights when I have to do that. By the way, I see Tammy is here. Please remind me to get some vitamins, some vitamins. I need to add them to my med. I got one of those med dispensers that you for every day. Got to have my coffee. Okay, that's fine. I guess. Do you still need full decaf, babe? Or gotta have my? Okay, that's fine. You have your coffee. See, Tiffany says, Chef Sivy, my chef. Brian wants to know what your favorite food to cook is.
Oh God, I don't know. That's a hard one because I just love food. I just love food. It's a hard one to answer. I think as far as everybody seems to ask chefs that question, and a lot of the times, what chefs do say is something really goofy, like they like to make fish and chips or something like that. Something very basic. Because when we get home, we really don't want to spend a great deal of time in the kitchen cooking because that's what we do all day. And one of the things that I love to make, because I just don't want to cook when I get home, is tacos. That's like my favorite thing in the world is tacos. It's like everything could be right in the world with more tacos.
I like tacos too. But the tacos are fairly easy to fix. Hey, Greg Johnson, good to see you. Cube steak. That's
Greg loves cube steak. He loves cube steak.
See, well, I tell you, I was I was watching something the other day, and I don't even remember who it was, but I remember watching somebody talking about they bought a tenderloin. They said they had bought a tenderloin, but they were talking about how it had on part of it had the little ridges. I guess it was apparent to me that they had bought a pismo, which has the side meat attached. That's right there up against the ribs, and that does have the little indentions in it, where it's up against the rib. But from what I understand, that a lot of cooks will actually use that that portion to make like themselves a Philly cheesesteak because it's really good meat. Um, but I don't know. Only reason why I know that is at one point I went out and bought me a Pismo after watching Alton Brown Good Eats. I used to love that show. If it was still running, I'd probably still be watching it.
I love Elton Brown.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He explains things and why you do certain things. A lot of chefs, on TV will not do that whatsoever. Now be quiet. I don't know what you all are upset about. Well, let me at least look, because maybe there's something worth noting. Ain't nothing going on out there. No. You can quit barking. Quit. I don't know what's getting into her. Maybe the cats walked by the door outside or something.
Good morning, Arlene.
Oh, I have two. That's a new show now, guys. I've heard that he was coming back, but I don't know what kind of show he's doing now. Because a while he was doing that. What is that? That competition show at one point. Iron Chef, maybe. Was that his show?
No, he was. It wasn't his show. He was the he was the host for it or some such. I don't remember exactly what it was. But, he commentator, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I enjoyed. I did watch that a few times, but his show Good Eats, man, I watched that regularly. In fact, that may have been why I got into cooking there for a little while. I guess I was cooking a little bit before that anyhow. But well, that sounds great. Thank you, Tiffany. But I know exactly what you mean though. When you have to cook, I don't feel like it. But and for that matter, if I'm cooking for long periods of time, I don't feel like eating it a lot of times because I've been smelling it the whole time since I started.
Right.
But sometimes there are some times when I look forward to something so much. I guess I'm just not as hungry by the time I've been smelling that all the whole time.
Right.
You bought one of his. Tiffany said they bought one of his Good Eats books. I bought one or two myself. I don't use them because I don't do much cooking. In fact, I got that channel, Police29 Eats Out. That's, I guess, just because and that's probably not good for me, but Devil Dog's Keeper. We've been talking about Alton Brown, and either. So I guess that's what you've been missing. Hopefully you went over and said hello to Miss Ann Dale. I probably need to at least.
Too late now. Ann's gone. She's off.
I'm sorry. She didn't go live for a long.
She usually doesn't go for much more than. I mean, every once in a while she'll go more than 30 minutes, but not normally. She won't.
Right. And
Devil Dog was in there for a little while.
Well, that kind of brings me back to that whole, making me think about obligations. I don't want people to, and that's one of the things when I first monetized on my YouTube, on my Belt Loop 29 channel. I guess do I now?
I said good morning, Tammy.
Yep, Jerry said hey.
She said hey to me first. I said I'm saying hey back.
Okay. I guess I would
Read
just,
the chat, Gary. Read the chat.
I'm trying. But when I get lost in thought, um, when I get lost in thought, sometimes I'm, as Eddie has said, I'm not really good about multitasking, and sometimes I get deep in thought, and the it's
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt, but I got to hit the parking garage, so I'm out.
thank
All
you
right.
for coming up, Timmy.
All
Good
right.
news.
We'll see you
Hopefully,
later.
hopefully good
What?
news.
Oh. Bye, Annie.
Bye.
We'll see you later, Timmy. Thank you for coming in. The let's see. I guess I could. I don't know how to make the arrangements at the moment. I guess what we're doing is fine. But yeah, I mean, it's like when you go out to eat or something. I don't feel. Uh, I guess one of the things that and maybe I'm self-conscious about it. Hey Eddie.
Hey, Eddie.
The devil dog made it.
I've got to do a 1217, but in Beach, I'll work on that. So, but I'm going to pick it up. Send
Let's see. Hang on.
Hey Gary, hey Chevy, hey Jerry.
Morning, Eddie.
Morning, Eddie.
How you doing, brother? I guess I just feel I don't. I guess it's kind of like when we go out to eat. I have a tendency to pick up the tab for the table.
Yeah, you do.
Well, part of that is I feel like if in any way, shape, form, or fashion they're there because I'm there, I don't want them to have that obligation or that cost. I don't want them to expend money. And maybe that's because of the fact that money uh, is just so tight for a lot of folks and I've truly been blessed here the last couple of years with as far as my income. I'm making more money right now than I ever have in my life. Most of my life, including most of my married life, things have been really tight. We've had to do without and put off things, but at this moment, that's just not the case.
Gary,
So, yeah,
that's called life.
yeah, I get it, but I don't like the thought that
1217, and I'll pick past both for offering. All right, thank you.
um, yeah, I mean, I do understand that is life, but I guess because of the fact that for so long when I was young, I always had to rely on somebody else, for me to get by. Um, and I feel like, I guess I always feel like I need to make my own way. And
Well, what do you mean when you were young?
well,
Like you 10, 11, 12 years old? Or are you talking about in your 20s?
no, I'm thinking more like, well, maybe uh, I don't feel bad about, well, I don't know, when it comes to just money in general, I guess.
You said when you were young, you felt like you were dependent on somebody else. So that's what I'm saying. When were you considering young?
Well, I
Because I
mean,
was dependent on somebody until I was 18, and then when I turned 18, I depended on myself.
well, yeah, but even after, I turned 18, I think for a little while, you know, uh, I, I don't think I was very fiscally responsible, or I just always fallen short. And I would go ask my brother if I needed $50 or whatever for something. I remember even technically, even when I was in Mexico, studying Spanish, I lost my ticket and I needed to get a replacement ticket. But the only one I knew I could go to and get the cash to get back into the United States was my brother Russell, and so and I was able
Who
to.
rode the moose? Arlene, Tiffany, and the other guy, Mark. I don't know if I got everybody or not.
The so I guess I felt.
Bass, Mike, Jody, Gary,
Good to see you.
Sivvy,
Hey,
Jerry.
what?
Who else?
The
Everybody in general, Eddie.
Everybody in general, Eddie. Morning, Gary.
morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing well, brother. How are you?
That's Simon. I forgot Simon. Or trolling it. Devil Dog since 2023 Junior.
Yep. It is good to see.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be annoying if every time you go to get a dip, somebody rolled the window down?
Yeah, you're annoying already. Yeah,
Well-
it stinks.
It doesn't stink, dude.
Your opinion, mine does.
I'm telling you,
It stinks
Gary,
to me.
you're live.
You
It's
know,
the stupidest-
Well, hold your breath.
No. Get out of my, I'll take you back home and get out of my truck. I'll
There's-
give you
You're
the
live
number.
is keeping Eddie alive. I'm telling
Hey,
you.
so, hey, I will say this, Eddie. The funny thing about that, if he does that, and you go to get a dip, and chances are some of it's going to be sprayed around his truck. So he's just keeping the scent more there with him. So it wouldn't bother me because I know he'd be annoying himself by doing it long term. But
Yeah, he just threatened to get another helper again.
I didn't threaten. I said I could. But I don't have a.
Jamie asked, "Did you see the pictures she sent you?"
No, I didn't threaten. I'm messing with you like you're messing with me.
No, I didn't see him. Hold on.
Okay, and
I didn't even know.
Simon said, "Do you want me to change my name back to Eddie?" Hey, Gary, good to see you.
Wow, almost an accident out here.
I'm just saying that technically, if he rolled it down every time you went to get a dip, that means part of my tobacco would probably end up on his floorboard, in his seat, because it would knock some of it out of my fingers. So, which is just going to leave that smell more in his truck. So, I don't know. Anyhow, I would have kind of mixed feelings about it, I guess. It's funny because he's trying to make you lose some of your, well, no, he's trying to, let in fresh air, but ultimately what he's doing is making the scent last longer. So, I don't know. Hey, Mary, it's good to see you, darling.
Hey, Marriage.
So, I don't know. I think that would be on my mind, and so it would make me laugh.
Civvy.
Huh?
Did you see Jamie's trolling sticker?
Yeah, I did. That was just that precious, absolutely freaking precious. I love it.
What's that?
Trying to fix my troll. My troll got all messed up.
Hello, Tim. Yeah, why ain't Timmy live?
What?
He's at the doctor's.
Yeah.
Oh, Timmy's at the doctor right now?
Yeah, he's there
Yeah.
now.
Tuesday is his doctor day. He usually does a live stream going to work or to his appointment and do it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But I don't know what time his appointment was. Hoorah, Meredith.
Even I don't know what time his appointment is.
It's in the morning.
Yeah.
Before noon.
Something to that effect.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he usually has one like what is it, 2 hours later? An hour later, hour and a half?
No.
No, not
He
always.
has a live stream. He has a live stream on the way and then a live stream on the way back.
Right, but
Yeah.
his appointment usually takes what, an hour?
No. Depends on whether or not he's got 2 appointments that day.
Okay. I just
It
know.
depends on what's going on.
Okay, that makes sense. I just know I always look for, if I catch it in the first time, I usually look for it the second time. But I honestly am scatterbrained, and I do have a tendency to go through, and I never know what I'm going to be doing at any moment. It's almost foolishness for me to even sit there and try to plan much.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta call Jamie.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll be right back. Stay here.
Well, where else would we go?
It's funny because Jamie's on here.
Now, what troll sticker was Eddie talking about?
Oh no, not a troll sticker, a troll towel. Jamie's working on a new towel.
Okay. I don't guess I've seen it yet.
Not towel, but not towel per se, but her logo, her towel, her sticker. I'm the sticker troll. She's a towel troll, right?
Right.
So she's working on a towel troll logo. Now I'm trying to clean mine up because I screwed it up yesterday.
For who?
Mine?
About who? Oh, about you. Oh, okay.
Well, that is a cute, I gotta love that sticker that you did. That's
Oh, this one?
Yes, I love all yours. You've got a lot of really creative and thoughtful, stickers with insight and what have you. They're funny.
Yeah, I'm glad you think they're funny. Did you see the one? You saw the one for Windstone though, right?
Oh yeah, that was awesome. I've got it in on my
So
phone.
let me ask you something, Sibby. If you don't have, let me ask you something. If you don't have a sticker made of you, does that mean you're doing something wrong, or are you doing something right?
Can't confirm or deny, man. Can't confirm or deny.
I mean, you've made lots of Gary and made lots of Ed, and but there's none of me except for this towel that Jamie made. So I'm just wondering, am I doing something wrong or am I doing something right?
Well, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just being very careful because you don't want to be a victim.
Oh, okay, that's it. So if you have a sticker of you, you're a victim, and not victimless. That's okay. I like that.
Well, I prefer to think of it as, sometimes some of the things that I say are out there a little bit, and so it made an impression on Civvy enough to where she's,
She's picking on you. You're a victim.
okay.
Yeah.
It's funny, but I don't feel like a victim.
Well, that's good.
It's
a funny victim.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, because they're supposed to be. It's fun trolls.
Yep.
They're fun troll, So.
Jailbait's here.
Yeah.
Jailbait?
Gary, his name's Gary too.
I know. That's why I said, "Hey, Gary."
Okay. you know, there it is true that sometimes I say some stuff that's out there a little bit.
Yeah, it's out
And
there, all right.
it just think maybe it's just my head thinks of things. I entertain myself all the time. You know,
Yeah, I know. You work at in that house, and it's that's
yeah.
it's apparent sometimes.
Well, the funny thing is, you know, I was doing that long before I started working out there.
Well, that's why the job fits is perfectly fit for you.
Well, my mother at one point had made the comment that um, she was thankful that I'm working where I'm working because she felt like the people out there could use, you know, a certain sense of empathy or uh, somebody that cared about other people. I do have a tendency to have a pretty strong sense of empathy, or you know, always I try to, you know, for some reason I just care about other folks, and it is, at least that's her belief, and I think that's several members of my family's belief. I think that I understand what it feels like to have. Um, you agree? Thank you, Tammy. The and I guess Eddie, let me go through and hang on. Why does that do that? I don't know. Let me. There we go. Um, well, thank you, Meritage. I appreciate that. I understand a lot of times, or at least I think I do, to understand what other people go through. But that's not me alone. I think my brothers do as well. Um, Electrocuted once and could not release a 4-inch fluorescent bulb. Turns out it had faulty ballast and with a loose wire. Never been so scared and helpless in my entire life.
I can relate.
Yeah. You know,
Actually, to be honest with you, I thought Stevie was going to make a sticker of me getting electrocuted.
Would I do that?
Yes, you would.
No, I would not.
No
Back
liar.
again.
Hey, Eddie.
it's back. Tell a friend.
See, look how gray he's looking today. Look how gray he's looking today. I'm
How
telling you, Gary.
gray.
I'm telling
Dude,
you,
that's the
Gary.
skies, man. That ain't me.
I'm telling you, Gary. You being live in the morning and distracting Eddie from watching Sammy drive is keeping him young, keeping him alive.
Whatever. It's all right, Jerry. I got something for you.
Really?
Yeah, we do.
Who's we?
We got none of your business.
Got a turd in your pocket or something? So who's we?
No. I think you're leading in the troll towel.
What?
I think Jerry's leading in the troll towels.
What?
Cool.
Okay. I like the towels. I can use them.
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to be a little bit mean yesterday on your live.
You can't be mean.
When your sister said maybe she has, or now she finally has a towel with your face on it.
Yeah. Well,
I was thinking,
here's the history behind that. All of our family pictures that we had of us kids and pictures of each other and all that stuff all got ruined a couple years ago. Gone. They're all gone. There's no pictures of us being kids anymore because when my mom and dad were moving, they were put on a flatbed and a storm came through and soaked them all, so they all got ruined. So there was no pictures left of us as kids, or the only picture I have of me in the Navy is one picture only, and that's when I graduated boot camp. That's it. All those things were all ruined and gone. It's almost like having a fire go through your house and and destroy all your property. You know, it's just
Yeah.
it just if there's no history of it anymore.
I
Because
know we got flooded. We got flooded by Harvey, dude.
did you lose all your family pictures, or anything?
What?
Did you lose all your
What'd you?
family pictures?
We didn't lose all of them, but
Yeah,
because we had them backed up on
yeah.
onto a hard drive.
This was before all the pictures were like when I was a kid. There weren't computers when I was a kid. You know, it was. Remember when I went to school, we used a stone tablet and
Well,
chisel.
That was a long
I was
time
just
ago.
thinking. I was just thinking that your sister was wanting to. Never mind.
Oh,
was
crap.
was wanting to dirty up your face there, Jerry.
Well, yeah, I understand, but that's what I know what she meant, but that's what she meant by that. She has no pictures of me at all. So, anyways, I knew what she meant by that, though. That's why I didn't think much of it. And besides that, you can't be mean. It's just not in your bones.
Yeah, I can be mean.
I don't know what she means. Legal society. They don't have any pictures of us either.
The only time I can be mean is if somebody's being mean to me actively.
Right.
I'm always mean to you actively, Gary.
Well, you're a pain in the butt, that's true. But I don't think any of it's mean-spirited.
I don't know what you mean, Jody. I'm sorry, I don't understand that.
I guess it depends on, I guess it depends on.
Bye, Tammy.
Tammy's going to lunch, Gary. You're not going to lunch with her?
Oh, no. For that matter, I don't know.
I'm sorry, Tammy.
No, in fact, she picked me lunch up yesterday. I wasn't, for some reason, the cafeteria at work.
Huh?
Cafeteria shut down.
Why, you need it? Yeah, it's at 66. It's good enough.
Something about running electric or rewiring electricity.
Huh? No, it's fine.
Past
That'll be good enough.
Oh, so they had to do like cold food. They had to do cold food.
No, she went by. There's a gas station not too far from where we work that has like a country meal plate, and so I wasn't going, and it didn't look like I was going to get to leave because we were kind of understaffed, which is kind of normal, and I just wasn't going to be able to leave to go get something to eat, and so she went and picked something up for me and her, and she came up and we went over to house 20 and ate together. So I did eat with her. She brought the food instead of us going out and getting it. So I think I had gumbo, or maybe gumbo, fried okra, and maybe some mac and cheese, I think. So,
Oh, nice.
well, it was a good meal, and it was the gumbo was a bit spicy, that a little bit. I don't know. When my mom passed, I understand, Simon. I don't have a lot of pictures either. Most everything I have of me when I was, in fact, I don't think we took a lot of pictures, to be honest. When I was young. So. No candles, though?
Yeah, I don't take a whole lot of pictures or video on YouTube.
So you don't need it.
Except for my lives.
Well, there's no doubt there's thousands of videos that I'm in at this point. A whole lot more of me being old than when I was young. And it's kind of funny because when I was young, I was a whole lot prettier than I am now. So... It's
I would never consider you and Purdy in the same word, Gary.
No.
Unless you're talking about pretty freaking bunch of moron.
Eddie is.
Well,
They can moron Eddie.
no candles. That's not the story of a trophy house. All right, I'm lost.
Rocking it. Believe you, rocking it.
Good morning, Sammy.
I don't know what the.
Woo!
He can't hear you. I got my earpieces in,
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
and they can't hear you either. It's muted.
I don't know
So
what.
shut your face.
Shut your face.
Is it raining?
No,
What's
God, that's some spitting on it. Yeah, it's raining.
Oh my gosh, it's raining.
Yeah, it is raining.
Thank you, Tammy. I don't know what the whole candle thing is about. There's something conversation about candles, and I missed it.
Give me some little bit.
Tammy thinks you're pretty, Gary.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Decorating the pie tasting together, and I will post it on my channel. Thank you.
That's usually. I think that's usually a word. I think that's usually a word reserved for women. So.
All right. Well, then, handsome. I was attractive.
No, but Tammy said you were pretty.
Well, see, Nathan was talking about candles. Oh,
Where'd you
okay.
go, mate? Moron Eddie.
Talk about. I'm assuming you mean my assistant chief. Oh, the
Tammy
candle.
didn't say you were handsome.
That's right. He had said something about we needed candles for our lunch. Yeah, because we were.
Tammy said you were pretty though, not handsome.
Well, you know what can I say?
Oh, I can say something. Maybe Tammy thinks you a little bit on the feminine side.
Well, you keep implying.
What, Gary?
I'm just saying you must look at me a certain way if you want to keep talking about feminine, and you keep trying to hop in bed with me, and all these other things. So apparently, you think I'm pretty too. So you keep trying to touch me like when I was in the that massage chair. You kept. Of course, it was annoying. I don't mind if people look. I'm fine with that. If it gets their motorboat, gets their motor running and go home. Of course, I ain't near as pretty as I used to be. So, I did have a youth.
Gary.
What?
Say Idaho.
Idaho. Hey, here's the thing. I realized that. Demoo said that was funny. Here's the thing. I am not, I am not blind, and I realized what my life was like before I met Tammy.
Nobody said you were lying, bro. Who said you were lying?
No, I didn't say anything about lying, did I?
You said blind.
I said I'm not blind.
Yeah.
I'm not blind.
Huh?
But it's hard to see in.
Oh, blind. Okay.
Right. So I realized, I realized what my life was before Tammy. It was just a bunch of drinking, dancing, and womanizing. It was a very hedonistic lifestyle, and that.
And she corrected the situation.
Well, meeting Tammy, hanging out, getting to know Tammy, getting together with Tammy.
Which Tammy?
Well, it's the last one.
Oh, okay. You have to clarify that because you've been with a lot of Tammys,
Well, it's just a popular name. It was probably, 8% of the population back then. So, and I just run into a few of my.
That's funny because I've never dated a Tammy.
Well, you're older. I don't know why. Maybe how many people have you dated?
I don't know. Probably I can't remember. That's a long time ago. I mean, you know, I was in high school. I was going out with all kinds of girls.
Okay. So was that 10 girls? 20?
Well, I don't kiss and tell, so you know.
Well, I don't mind telling because it's just,
Well, I just that's just not me, you know.
well, I don't, I can't think of any part of my life that I'm not willing to talk about.
That was a that was my lifestyle before I met Susan.
Okay. Yeah, mine too. My lifestyle was,
That was over 42 years ago.
well, that's awesome. One of these days I will probably hit 42 years with Tammy. Right now, this year we'll celebrate our 38th anniversary. And that's a lot more years after I got married than before I got married. I got married right after my 24th birthday. So, until 24, and face it, you know, you take out, I don't know, 15 years, 14 years, 16 years, whatever, before, you know, you don't really date when you're 3 years old. So, my
I don't
dating
know
life,
about you, but I, you know,
well, my dating life, you know, had a very brief period, I guess, in my life. But you know, I've never been good at tapping the brakes. Um, the When I do something, I tend to go a little bit overboard, I guess.
Calling number one flag.
So the when I used to drink, I drank too much. Okay. Chase women, I chased a lot of. In fact, there were many weeks, many times when I'd go out so much during the week that I had to rest up on the weekend. The Moose's picks got flooded out as well. I just don't think we took a lot of pictures when I was a young. That's right, Mary. There's nothing wrong with having fun. I mean, it would have been different if I, you know, had one girl that I was fond of when I was, and there was a period of a while that I was, you know, was involved with one girl longer than others.
her name is Tammy also.
Well, there was a girl named Tammy that you know I was involved with that for a long period of time. But that's, you know, it's not what us Garys can't read. Oh, I'm working on it. Nothing wrong with having fun. Us Garys can't read. Well, there are times when I'm getting involved in conversation or thought and I miss chat.
Oh, excuse me.
So but it's been, you know, hey, this has been a great live as far as the numbers or what have you are concerned. There's a lot of folks in here, and the chat slowed down a little bit, but that's okay. I guess the conversation, I need to discuss something that's more topical. I don't know.
That's lost in Old River.
So I don't think that's about an hour 40 or 2 hours.
That reminds me, Eddie, you're by Sam Rayburn Lake, aren't you?
No, that's up by Jasper. I'm not far from it, but that's where Jason lives, around that area. It's where my uncle moved to, too.
The Confident Quilter Gladys. Good to see you, darling.
Why?
I'll tell you what's
Thank you, Dimitri. Well, no, I was watching something the other day that was talking about maybe, I don't know if it was a serial killer or something, but you know, they had found a body near Sam Rayburn Lake.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, that's over by Jasper.
Do what now?
That means what it said 3, 2, 1. And I say, you're not leaving for another hour.
Well, I don't know where I'm leaving. That's just it. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Based on courage, there are no recent widespread reports of a body found at Sam Raven in March 26. Let's see. Oh, I remember what it was. The Houston murder. The Candyman killings. Have y'all ever heard of that? That was in the 70s.
Which one?
The Houston mass murders. The Candyman killing.
No, doesn't ring a bell to me.
Yeah, I was watching something the other day that was about this guy that recruited other. I guess they were teens to bring other guys. There was a fella. What was his name? Dane Coral. And
so that makes sure you don't want to come back with it.
It was found by August of 1973.
Say again.
But his mother owned a candy shop.
Oh.
And so he.
Hey, we're in Mount Bellevue.
But you could if you want to.
Hey, Mount Bellevue.
Oh.
Wasn't Bellevue?
Mount Bellevue.
Wasn't there a Bellevue mental hospital?
Yep. Eddie, how many you got to go?
Here comes a little range quite tired to go. We got
One.
Not much.
And it's here in Baytown by Bucky's.
Oh, okay. Hey, can you go to Bucky's for me?
I use one for slides.
Can I go to Bucky's for you? Why? What you need?
I want one of those poker chips from Baytown. Bucky poker chip.
Poker chips.
All right.
Yeah, Bucky has.
What?
Now, Bucky's have poker chips out there area.
Slack yours too hard.
They do?
Yep. And I would like a bumper sticker and a poker chip from them.
Bro, you're the see,
You like a what?
A bumper sticker and a poker chip.
A bumper sticker and a poker chip.
Correct.
Do they have poker chips?
Yes. They have poker chips at Bucky's.
Never seen them.
Well, they're new.
I'm more riding than I do driving.
Okay.
But each facility has their own poker chip.
Yes, sir.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yes, sir. That's what I like. Yes, when you left that job there,
I'll send you the money for it if you'll get them for me.
I slept late up.
What kind of bumper sticker are you talking about?
Just one of the Bucky's with the name on it. With the
One of the Bucky's with a name on it.
Yeah, that Texas bumper sticker with that store's name on it.
Hey, we gotta go to Bucky's.
Go for it. Get your thing. Go get it.
Sammy won't stop.
Thanks, Timmy.
Sorry, Jerry.
Just remind him that
He told me.
I will not send him a pin anymore.
Simon says, "Tell Sammy to up shut."
It's a good thing.
He told me to get out and take my butt over and go.
Tell him I won't send him pins anymore then.
He's on the phone.
All right. Let me let you go. See this more I want.
I didn't know that either, but I looked it up and I.
Jerry said he won't send you pens no more.
I paid for them, so what is the difference? Hey, come, bro. He didn't do them for free.
Because Jerry's the one that wants you to stop at Bucky's. He wants a bumper sticker and a Bucky's poker chip.
I charge you double charge.
Charge who?
You.
You ain't charging me nothing.
I am.
We ain't stopping at Bucky's. He ain't charging me crap.
All right. Never
Well,
mind.
maybe another
I'll
time.
go by there after a while.
He said we'll go by there after a while. I guess after we do our last job over here.
How many
Okay.
jobs you got today, Eddie?
He said just one
Two.
more.
2 yesterday, 2 today. And then Friday, huh?
Got another one today.
Oh, we got another one today? Okay, we got 3 today then. We got 2 more to do.
Okay.
See, Sammy don't tell me this stuff.
You've been on the phone all the time, moron.
Dude, it ain't like I can't multitask unlike you.
I can multitask.
When you're on the phone and I talk, you yell at me.
No, you're louder than I'll get out, bro.
You're louder than all get out. They can all hear you. When you're on the phone, I have to keep muting it.
I can make you hear you like you're dog across the road.
Dude, your voice travels. You don't understand that.
David said, man, he's loud.
I know I'm loud because I'm deaf.
That's what he said. You're deaf. He put a hearing aid.
I am deaf.
Yeah, moron.
Where's the other one at? Oh, Dayton. Okay. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
You're good.
distract y'all. I'll mute my.
You're good.
We like listening to you argue with Sammy.
Yeah, it's interesting at times.
Yep.
Yeah, they sound like a married couple.
Yep. An old married couple.
Yeah.
They're worse than Gary and Eddie together.
Well, the funny thing is, Eddie has that same thing going on with several people. It would appear. So, by the way,
It's an Eddie thing, huh?
yeah, I think it's more of an Eddie thing. I just looked, and for some reason, I've got 22.95 watch hours. So, I saw, that reminds me, I saw something else that was, that is the key lime pie. Oh, have mercy.
I'm starving.
What do I got going on with other people?
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Now, so I was trying to tell you earlier, Susan had a piece of it, and she said, wow, that was really limey. Robert ate a piece last night and goes, man, that lime is potent.
That lime
Yeah.
is what?
Was potent.
Potent.
Oh,
That's
it's
supposed to
really,
be.
yeah, it is.
It's not bitter taste. It's not. It's just a sharp taste.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious.
What do I got going on with other people, Gary?
The whole, what is it? The whole, odd couple feel thing, argument type.
Whatever. Who said that?
I think a lot of people said it.
Gary did.
I said that you seem to have that with a lot of people.
And I disagreed with it.
Thank you, Jerry.
I said I agree with it.
Oh, no, not thank you then, Jerry.
I just agree with it.
Shut up, Jerry.
Okay, Eddie.
Well, you are entertaining, Eddie. There's a lot of people
But there's
that
Bucky's. So yeah, go get it.
I'm what, Gary?
I said
Moron, what you are.
a lot of people come here just to see you.
Nah.
Eddie, I told you before, you're the color commentator.
Yeah.
And I don't mean color in color, I mean color in laughter.
Yeah.
What, you taking away my heritage, my genealogy now, Jerry?
I knew that was coming up. I was trying to avoid
You know, I am 1%.
Yeah, I can tell.
So you're 100% moron, what you are.
Man, I'm gonna have to go get me some key lime pie today. Well, no, I probably
No,
just have.
Gary, today's not your 1 or 2 cheat days. Don't even. Let's not make it 3 and 4 and everything else.
Well, that's true. I do need to,
This is why you need to make the sugar-free version,
Yep.
Gary.
Yeah, Gary, if you would have made the sugar-free version with us, then you could have ate key lime pie.
That's right. You could eat several pieces then.
Just
well, I guess I may need to do that. I just don't have the time to do it.
You're just gonna have to make the time. Like
It
anything else, you
doesn't
have
take
to make the time.
it doesn't take that long to make it.
That's
Yes,
true.
you
I
might.
can do it in the windshield. I
You're
will.
not teaching 3 different people.
Jerry and Eddie will tell you that was really a simple pie to make.
It was.
And I noticed you said, with Meritage and made a second one. I noticed that on the live stream.
What's that?
You did a second version or a second series a second time. You did one with Jerry and Devil Dog, and then made another one with Meritage. After
No,
that,
it was on the back end of the live stream
right,
because she was having problems getting in.
right.
Yeah, juice the limes ahead of time. Yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't juice my limes ahead of time. But do yourself a favor. Just get the bottle of Nellie's and Joe's. It just makes life more simple.
So you can get key lime juice right up front. I mean, already done.
Yes.
Yeah, you go over to the juice aisle, and it's a little yellow bottle. It says
Hold on.
Nellie and Joe's
Gary,
Key West
see the live?
lime juice.
I was late getting to
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. If you would have watched the live, me and Jerry both had the lime juice there. Gary, you going here?
Maybe you need to go rewatch the first
Look
part.
at the directions, moron.
It's also cheaper than buying the key limes separately.
Okay.
And then you just get yourself one regular lime and you use a microplane or a box grater and use the little fine side of it and
The zest.
yeah, just zest it very gently.
Okay.
You probably need
Mine
2
was-
of them, huh? Because one for the garnish afterwards, Sibby.
Yeah,
Right.
One for the zest and one for the garnish.
Well, I didn't
Yeah.
garnish mine with lime.
Well,
it's a damn good pie. Damn good
It
pie.
Very good pie.
I do.
Southwest.
If I was going to make anything, that would probably be it. I mean, key lime is one of my favorite things in this
We
whole.
need a rock chip down there, or what's your replacement, or what do you need?
Yeah, you just use sugar substitute,
Okay, where you located, man?
Okay.
Gary.
Okay, and what type of vehicle do you
Use
have?
sugar substitute. It drags down the carb count, so
Between Ram,
you
Chevy
can,
pickup, when
you can have a
when
slice
Ram
every day, and you're not going to be
pickup.
hitting yourself too
Okay,
hard.
and what kind of prices have you gotten so far?
And that's the whole purpose behind that is that we're doing sugar free to reduce the carbs
Okay. Let's see. Does Sammy
and to
think?
reduce the sugar.
Yeah, if you buy 250, I couldn't touch it for that because of them. So,
Timmy says
I'm just
this.
being honest with you. I mean, coming you installed around 325 plus tax, but I'd say if I can find them for 250, I'd call them back then.
No. Okay.
No what? What did I say no to there, Gary?
I said Timmy said does Sammy think he's driving a Charger, and you shook your head no.
Dude, Sammy thinks he's driving a freaking Lamborghini or something like that.
Yeah.
Well. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
You've never seen a Lamborghini, right?
Huh?
You've never seen a Lamborghini. So you don't even know.
Yeah, I've seen Lamborghinis there, Sammy.
They have them down there in Texas. around the Houston area. You know, when I was going to school down there at Klein Forest, they there were people that drove stuff like that to school, teenagers.
Dude, we seen all them expensive cars down in the medical center the other day.
Yeah,
Down in the Heights, remember?
yeah. Hey, Mouse, for you to
Yeah.
good to see you. Always a pleasure, man. Yeah, it's just funny how there is a lot of money in Houston.
Sammy says he's a professional driver, and I say he's a professional demolition derby driver.
That was the other truck. I learned some sense.
Yeah. Did you hear what he said, Gary?
No, I didn't.
He said that was the other truck. I've learned since then. Oh, shoot.
What are y'all barking at? Hang on. Let me see what the dogs are barking at. What are y'all barking at?
This is the message. I'm actually too. If you're like, okay, it's Tuesday, but my week already feels.
He actually does. Oh.
I'm waiting for Friday to show up in your situation.
What? I'm listening.
Right now.
He actually does seem to drive a tiny, small bit better than what he was in the other truck.
Well, that's better. That's good.
Yeah, I think he was trying to wreck the other truck to get a new one.
Yeah, I was.
The problem is he's going to wreck you with it.
Yeah, I know.
Search the job and
What are we
bid.
working on? We're
Hey, Mark. Although I said hello to him earlier. No, there's a cat just outside the door. I think it may be a neighbor's cat, and so the dogs are all up in arms about the cat who's laying underneath the little swing. So, anyhow, and yeah, I did miss the 129.29. I saw it as it passed.
Ah,
Well, that's
Well, you
okay.
were going to end it then anyways.
No, that's true. I got a late start today. And let's see. But I think we've had pretty good, we've had pretty good numbers here today. And I'm happy with that. We've had up to 25 people in here.
Cool.
Yeah, I think so. That's, well, my numbers the other day, Saturday, were not very good. Well, as far the numbers were low. I guess Saturday. Of course, I only did like a 24-minute and a 29-minute, live stream. I did 2 on here the other day, and you can't expect a lot.
that one.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people on Saturday. 17%.
That's a nice truck. 60 something. Chevy.
So 1970 on plate. See the license?
Oh. No, I don't, but okay.
Well, I guess last night I was just thinking about how we used to do our live streams on Tuesday and Thursday night.
Yeah. I might have to mute here.
Okay. But we used to do live stream every Tuesday and Thursday night at midnight, and which is kind of a strange time, I think, to do a live stream. But during those times, we'd have a lot of folks in here. But numbers are just kind of a passing oddity. Something I noticed, and I know Eddie hates talking about numbers, and since he's muted, I'm gonna quit talking about them anyhow because I ain't said any. Anyhow, so, and Eddie's setting the thing where we can see it.
Just because I'm muted don't mean I can't hear you talking about numbers.
I ain't saying no numbers.
You were starting to talk about numbers.
I said there were numbers, That's not the same as saying a number.
I don't like to be prejudiced against the numbers.
I don't know why he hates it so much.
Yeah, he's got numbers in his life too. He's got 3 windows to do today, and he did 2 yesterday. Then he added that up and said that's 5 for so far for the week. So he likes numbers too.
Well, to be fair, we asked him.
Well, still, he's got numbers, and he takes the numbers and multiplies out how much money he's making, and he's got numbers.
Well,
I didn't say. I never said I couldn't do numbers, Jerry. I said I don't like numbers.
I know that, but why are you so prejudiced against numbers?
what did numbers ever do to you, Eddie?
Yeah.
Why do you think Why do you think I'd always get me and Robert kicked out of math class?
Well, you have to ask
But you
it.
don't like to do hard problems.
I don't know.
You're a
It-
Marine. You like everything easy.
Oh my God! Finally. Sorry.
No, that was perfect timing. Like, it was like, oh my God, finally. It's like somebody's finally broached the subject or something.
Yep.
Huh? Oh. I've been trying to get into my Facebook for weeks now, and I finally got back into it on my tablet. It wouldn't let me get onto it with my tablet. It's starting to piss me off.
Why was it not letting you get in?
I don't know. I don't know. It was just being a freaking pain in my butt. I could get onto it with my phone
Yeah.
and my other 2 tablets, but my iPad I couldn't get into it. But I got it now.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. I
That's
didn't mean to interrupt.
That's quite all right. This week I'm only doing. This is the next last week. This is the next to last week of the month, and so I've got 2 more doubles this week. That's Thursday and Friday, and then I think I'll probably do a double the last 2 days of the last 2 days of the month, which is like Monday and Tuesday. I think it's Monday and Tuesday. Let me look at the calendar.
And what month is this, Gary?
Do what now?
And what month is this?
It's your birthday. It's your birthday month, Jerry.
You're right, Eddie. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just want to remind Gary.
Okay. Well, I knew it was your birthday. I sung "Happy Birthday" to you.
I know. I just really remind you though, because you forget things sometimes.
Well, that's true, but and it's also true that typically most of the people I know only celebrate it for one day.
And with Susan will let me celebrate for one day.
Do
He
what?
always says, "It's your birthday month." I go, "Oh yeah, that's Susan. That's the Susan thing."
Hey, if it works for you, it works for you.
Well, hey, Jerry, it's fixing to be my birthday month.
That's right, it is. And
Thank
but you know what? This is my last birthday. This is my last birthday. I'm not having any more birthdays.
Well, that reminds me, your birthday's on Wednesday, isn't it?
His birthday's past, Gary. It was last Thursday or last week.
Your birthday is
Oh yeah, it's
Wednesday.
April 1st.
That's Wednesday.
A week from Wednesday.
It's a week from Wednesday, Gary.
Oh, that's right. Because
We still got Andrew's birthday on the 27th coming up.
Okay, so that's 3 days from now. Today's Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So his birthday's Friday, and yours is
Yep.
okay. Well, happy birthday to both
And
of y'all.
my grandpa's birthday and my wife's grandpa's birthday was March 28th, the day after Andrew's birthday.
All these Aries, man.
Oh, I'm a Sagittarius. Have a good day, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah, you're sad, all right, Gary.
Sagittarius.
Oh, okay.
And not SAD, it's SAG. So,
Oh, okay.
Saggy. He's always a saggy.
well, I'm saggier now than I was when I was young.
This is true.
So,
Before when he was in Idaho.
Yeah, when he was in Idaho, he wasn't a saggy. He was a tidy then.
Idaho.
I bet Gary still wears those tidy whities though.
No. If you want to see my drawers, I got.
We don't want to see your drawers.
We don't want to see your drawers, Gary.
All right. Well, I'll show you my drawers then.
No,
we don't want to see your drawers. He can't hear. He needs a hearing aid.
Yes, he does.
He just wants to show off his drawers.
I can't even see the camera or the phone, so it don't matter to me. Show him, Gary.
You couldn't. He showed the red drawers he's got on. We don't want to see it, Gary. Oh my God!
I didn't see him. I didn't see it, Gary. Show him again.
I'm going blind.
Banana hammock.
My eyes are gonna start bleeding.
Oh, that's funny. But no, I don't wear the tidy whities.
No, he's wearing his tidy reddies.
Well, these are boxer briefs. I don't know if that matters.
Got a strike on here now.
What, for showing boxer briefs? No, I've seen some stuff on.
Seen a lot worse.
I don't know about that. Yeah, you should have seen this, Eddie. You don't know what worse is.
Gary, why is Jerry being mean to you, Gary? Jerry, you leave my buddy Gary alone, bro.
I'm not being mean. I'm just being the funny guy today. You're the straight guy. I'm being the funny guy. Oh man.
Yeah, might as well throw my. That reminds me, I really need to. I really need to work on my banana story.
Hammock.
He wants to work on his banana. We don't want much work on his banana on here.
On my
Gary,
video.
we don't want to see your banana, bro.
No, I'm talking
we don't want to see your. We don't want to see your banana.
Just talking about I got the banana story on
Please, sounds drowning me out, but
the
hard.
I guess I could.
Yeah, that's why I said I was gonna. That's why I said I was gonna have to mute myself because I'm kind of close to a road here.
Yeah, every car can
and
buy
the traffic going back.
Jet. Hey, that one's not bad.
Let's see.
Now, Gary, listen. If you start talking about your banana, I'm going to start talking about my pickle.
Or your hot dog.
Or my hot dog, that's right.
Well, I can start talking about my gummy worm.
That gummy worm kills me, man.
Let's
I
see.
also got the tacos to go with the taco to go with Jerry's hot dogs.
That's right. But
I love that taco.
his
No,
taco don't move, don't talk.
no, but
Yeah,
it's
that's the
cute as
problem with
hell. It's
the.
freaking
It's
cute
just
as
like
hell, though.
all tacos. They just lay there.
All right.
Oh, Jerry, that's messed up. You got the wrong taco.
It took you a while. It took you a while to catch on to that.
Well, I am kind of busy at the moment, Jerry.
Well, I know, but still, humor is humor.
I want tacos.
Hey,
Now I got a
Jamie said
craving for
that taco
tacos.
talks. You just didn't squeeze it.
Somebody smoking.
You hear me, Eddie?
What's that?
Jamie said the taco talks. You just didn't squeeze it.
Oh! Something about squeezing the taco. That's all I heard.
I said Jamie said the taco talks. You just didn't squeeze it.
Oh, really?
That's what she says.
Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know if I knew.
Well, she's telling you the taco talks. You gotta go home and squeeze it.
Jamie, I'll squeeze the taco when I get home.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
It's
God.
almost like we scripted this.
New people are like, is that code for something? What are you doing? Talking about squeezing tacos. What's that all about?
Jamie says she's done with you. Oh shoot! I'm laughing so hard my heart rate went to 91.
Oh, well, that taco was cute as hell. But it's a bonus that it talks.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Gary? You're not even laughing.
I'm sorry. I'm looking for things to add to the banana story.
Oh, my heart rate's back down to 48 now. Thank gosh.
Didn't you say you were going to do that last night, Gary?
Well, I'm working on it.
Today ain't last night.
Yeah. Well, okay. When did this live turn into OnlyFans? I don't know, Greg. Let's see. No, I'm just
Where's Tiger? Hashtag blame Tiger.
Yeah, hashtag blame Tiger.
blame Tiger.
It's all his fault. He's to blame.
He ain't even here. He ain't even here.
That's okay. It's always his fault.
Oh, you guys have me laughing so hard I got tears in my eyes.
Well, now I'll get it set out. I probably ought to the live so I can go through and work on this
You're gonna do what, Gary?
well, I'm thinking about working on this video.
Well, work on the video.
Okay. I guess I need to pull up Chat GPT.
Why? Oh.
Because that's how I'm making some of these pictures.
Oh, okay.
for the some of the pictures for the video.
Okay.
On OnlyFans, LOL, Greg. Okay. Well, anyhow, I mean, everybody's got other things they're doing, and I don't want to, uh,
Who's everybody got other things they're doing?
well, you're working on installing a window.
I'm working, but I'm talking.
But all right, let me ask you a question, Eddie. When it comes to me multitasking, is that a good?
Yes, you suck at it.
Yes.
No, that's not a good idea, Gary.
All right. So,
But I'm here multitasking. I'm talking to you, and I'm freaking working.
well, I know, and I know some people are good at it, others are not. Probably, I'm not very good at multitasking because I get too drawn into or on whatever I'm doing.
You call it double dogging, huh?
Yeah, well, I do call it devil dogging when you're into multiple lives at the same time.
Oh, okay.
That is devil dogging. You have a tendency.
Oh, okay.
You can be in 7 or 8 live streams at one time, and
Yeah, but I don't like being in 7 or 8 lives at one time.
Well, but I've seen you do it.
Yeah, I've done it.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, stock market's down just a touch today, if you're interested.
Oh, it was up yesterday.
Yeah, it was. Let me see.
I was still negative though.
I was up a little bit yesterday. Although to be fair, it doesn't really matter because what I'm looking to hit will be a few years from now before it actually hits really hard. And so,
yeah,
what I'm looking at is going to be, it'll be hitting really hard by the time I retire, and that's, I guess, what I'm.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm putting most of my overtime money into right now. Most of it is going into that, and so that hopefully, if it hits like I think it's going to hit, at that time.
I got a hook. You got a hook? Huh? Okay, I got me one.
Right now,
oh my God.
They're basically just laying the groundwork, and they're not turning a profit at this time. But based on all the information I have, it'll take a couple of years, and once that occurs, then it should blow up. But that's just the information that I have, which is nothing anybody else couldn't get to. But I figure, in the meantime, if I'm treading water, that's fine. For that matter, if it goes down, that's just a
smidgen.
All right, go ahead.
If it goes down, that's just more buying opportunity. So,
Well, just pretend that you're always going to be at a loss and you'll never be disappointed.
that's right. Well, some people, if they invest in the stock market, they get emotional, and they get very emotional. They have a bad day in the stock market, they get all flustered and upset and disappointed.
You good?
Yeah.
It does not bother me in the least.
If you want to, go ahead. Well, no, I'm good here.
Tammy gets up, doesn't want to hear it when it goes down. But I look at it, this is a marathon. I don't care what the beginning of the race looks like. I only care what the end of the race looks like. So when the stock that I'm investing in actually goes down, I look at it as a buying opportunity. Because I believe it's going to go parabolic.
It could. It just depends on what you got in your portfolio as
Yeah.
well.
Go nuclear.
Back
Well,
before COVID, I had a lot of stocks and different food.
yeah.
Um, Food stocks. It's like I had Cisco and what's the other one? U.S. Foods and
World
a couple
reports.
corporate restaurants and Beyond Burger was another one that I had. Um, Chef Warehouse, et cetera, right? And it's like just as we were learning about whether or not we were going to end up with a national shutdown, I sold my stocks and ended up with, a decent chunk of change because they weren't doing stellar, but they were doing pretty well for themselves.
Yeah.
By the time all was said and done, it's like I was able to cash in about $4,000.
Hmm. Well,
So
it's always nice to have, to harvest profit.
well, everything tanked. All the food ones tanked. Just shortly after the national shutdown, it's like they just went into the toilet.
Yeah,
Because the
I can
food
see
and
that.
beverage industry just took a huge, you know, middle finger up the poop chute.
Well, let me ask you this: how have they done? Have you looked at them since then?
Um, yeah, I think Cisco's been blittering around. Let's see here. Let me take a look here. Uh,
Is that Cisco Corp?
yeah, Cisco Corp, SYSCO.
Okay.
Um, Last I checked, they were doing pretty damn good. And at one point, I was like, "Damn it! I wish I wouldn't have sold it." But I was uncertain as to what was going to happen.
Right. Well, it dropped. It looks like in January 24th of 2020, it was $82.63 a share.
Yeah,
Um, let's see, it dropped on uh, by March 13th. No, by April the 3rd, it dropped to $39.50 a share.
yeah, I
If you
believe
had
that.
sold it right before it dropped, then you had bought it when it was down uh, at 39.50. It today it's selling for $82.65 a share. So it would it's about where it was beforehand.
Yeah,
Um, so that would have doubled, basically about doubled your money.
Hello, Moto.
Hang on. Hey Tammy, how you doing? Hang on. It ain't all right. Hey, what's up?
Are you still live?
Yeah, I'm still live and they can hear you.
Oh.
What's up?
I'm
Hey
just gonna.
there.
I called to
Hey
schedule
there.
my car on Friday at
Hey
3:30.
there. Hey. Let me clean my hand and I'll pet you more.
Hey, hang on. Eddie's talking to a dog or something.
you can mute me, Gary. Yes, I am.
All right, hang on. Let me mute Eddie. Mute. There it is. All right, he's muted. Hang on. All right, you scheduled something for the car?
Yeah, to get that front end thing fixed on Friday. 3:30. So I told him I'd be waiting on it. So I don't know if I'm gonna take a lunch on Friday or not. It depends on
Okay.
whatever. But anyway, also Aunt Sue.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever met her friend Vicky. But her and her husband are Uncle Roger and Aunt Sue's best friends. Her husband passed away this morning.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Aunt Sue sent me a message and told me he had had a massive heart attack on the front porch about 1 o'clock this morning.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, she, I guess, is with Vicky trying to, because it was, sudden.
Yeah.
I think we've had some health issues, but anyway.
All right.
So anyway, I was trying to tell you that. And is there anything else? I guess that's it. All right, love you. I'll talk to you later.
All right,
Tell
love
everybody
you.
else said hi again.
All right, Tammy said hi. Jerry said hey.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, love you, babe.
Love you too. Bye.
All right, bye.
Yeah, see, if you look at U.S. Foods, USFD, you can see where it just totally tanked in 2020.
Gary.
Yeah.
Gary.
Yeah.
Bigify me. This is Ace. Ace.
Okay.
He's a French bulldog. Hold on. I'm trying to get your face, Ace.
He's a Frenchie.
Yeah, he's a Frenchie. Hi, buddy.
I'm stuck in the middle of the.
His daddy was much bigger than him, but he had solid blue eyes. He only got partial blue eye.
Is he
dead? That's Ace, Gary.
Oh,
beautiful.
No. Oh, look at that little face.
Oh, that's a beautiful.
Yeah, he's a Frenchie.
Fat Frenchie.
He is a chubby Frenchie, except for I'm in the way.
Good boy.
Come on.
Good boy.
Come on, boy.
He's adorable.
All right, I'll see you later, Ace. Thank you.
Squishy faced dogs are so cute.
They are. Just pulled up U.S. Foods. And
USFD.
And World Reports.
U.S. Foods Holding Corp. USFD. And it was, according to this, February the 14th, 2020, it was $4.50 a share.
Right.
And then it dropped to, looks like $12.99 a share on March 20th. And right now, as we speak, you could have, could have got it, I guess, to a third of what it was running, or less, almost a fourth of what it was running. 75% drop, it looked like, and it dropped down to $12.99, but it's currently $91.50.
Oh, I'm showing 91.33 for some reason. But yeah, it's like, I sold it for I sold those for 43. I bought them back in 2017.
Yeah.
At some point, and then just before the COVID shutdown, I sold them for like 43.29. I want to say.
Whoa.
And then about 3 weeks later, it just tanked all the way down to like under 20. And I thought to myself, I should go and buy some more now. Put my initial investment back into those and let it ride. Because when the economy comes back, it's like it'll take off, and it's a missed opportunity because we're at 91 right now.
That's right.
And then the other one was Beyond. Wrong Beyond.
Beyond, Bound and Beyond, Beyond Meat.
No, it's Beyond Meat.
Okay.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
BYND.
Yeah.
Well, that one.
That one went to crap quickly, so I'm glad I got rid of that. But I was way up there just before the shutdown and sold them, and that's where a lot of that $3,000 came from. $4,300. What I ended up selling a bunch of my stuff for.
Beyond Meat is trading at 70 cents a share now. Hey,
yeah. I don't think it's ever going to come back.
Yeah, it probably won't. Well, I mean, the fact is, Beyond Meat. I assume that's one of the artificial burger things.
Yeah, it's like the other ones that Burger King is selling. What's the one that Burger King is selling? I think Carl's Jr. is also selling it too. Is their vegetarian patty?
Right.
Burger King. Let's see here.
It's
Plant-based meat.
Wednesday.
It's plant-based meat. And it was doing really well before the shutdown. It never really recovered.
Yeah, it looks like it. It got up to looks like it actually got up to over $200 a share.
Yeah.
It's high around July the 26th, 2019. And then came back up, dropped, came back up. A little bit of seesawing back and forth, but it really hasn't recovered. I guess in, what was it, 2020?
Hey, I'm gonna take a leak. I'll be right back.
Yeah, March 20th, it was still at 50
restroom?
9 cents a share.
Impossible Burger, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Hey, mute Eddie. We don't want to hear him tinkling.
Well, he left the stuff out. He left the thing out by the car.
No, he didn't.
Okay, hang on. Let me mute him. There we go. The wow. Anyhow, yeah, Beyond Meat has dropped down to it's 70 cents a share. And just so you'll know what I'm, investing in these days, there is let's see. Most of what NVIDIA, of course, is
NVIDIA is a good one.
I'm also in CoreWeave. I'm more heavily invested in CoreWeave than anything else, which is CRWV, and I'm also in Navitas.
Hey Jerry, my phone was out by the car. Mo,
I can hear you.
Oh, it was.
You could hear me ask.
Yeah, because you had your earphones in.
Yeah, you had me ask where heard me ask where the restroom was.
No, but you kept your earphones in, your iPods in while you went to the restroom.
No,
That's okay, Eddie. But yeah, anyhow.
Well, the thing about NVIDIA though is when you start noticing that, because NVIDIA will stay pretty solid, it'll be pretty consistent.
Yeah.
When you look at it in the grand scheme of things, but at some point you're going to see it just go to shit or go to crap, right? But then you'll see ATI will suddenly take off, and I don't know what it is about ATI and NVIDIA, but when NVIDIA starts to drop off, ATI takes off. And they always seem to be opposite of one another. So, that might be one you might want to take a gander at is ATI.
Let me look at it.
At 149.98.
Okay.
Right now, it's down. It's down, but I think it's going to recover here soon because
ATI. In fact, hang on. Let me compare that with compared to
NVIDIA.
Right.
And you'll see a pattern.
Yeah, the reason why is because some people, they're like,
NVIDIA makes a graphics card and ATI Radeon makes a graphics card. And sometimes people consider the NVIDIA GeForce better, and sometimes people consider the ATI Radeon better. And that's why it goes back and forth.
Right. Yeah, or NVIDIA will screw something up and people just dump NVIDIA and go for ATI. And it's like next thing you know, there's a huge buying frenzy because ATI will come out with another one. It's like the
that's a thing too.
thing.
Yep.
And
yeah, that's a thing too. Sometimes NVIDIA will come out with a yeah.
But they're always opposite one another.
Well, here's an overlay of ATI versus NVIDIA over the last 5 years. And the yellow is NVIDIA, blue is ATI.
Hey, talking about video cards and stuff. Eddie, what happened to you calling me back last night?
What do you mean?
You were going to call me back when you got home, talking about the video cards. We're talking about the RAM.
Oh crap.
No crap, yeah. It's all right.
It shows ATI.
Don't say what?
We can talk about it another day.
Oh.
Okay, thank you, Jerry. You said it was no rush, did you not?
Well, I said you don't rush home, yeah.
Now you're changing the phrasing.
No. I found the card last night though for 64 RAM, 232, 2 times 32 gigabytes. $629.
Yes, that's what I told you. RAM is outrageous right now.
Yeah.
Used to you could get RAM for like $50.
Yep. It's like $629.
You could upgrade your RAM.
But it's not 32 gigabytes is the best I could find.
Go to a 5-year.
Yeah, I just did 5 year. That's 5 year right there.
Okay.
And in that time, ATI is up 572%. NVIDIA is up 1,261%.
Yeah, well, NVIDIA is about to plateau here in a little bit, so, and ATI is going to start taking off.
Why?
It's just a pattern. It's just a pattern that I've noticed over the decade.
Okay.
Between those two, and it's always been that way.
Well, I have been watching NVIDIA. I guess not that long. A couple of years, I guess. NVIDIA, I guess when I started watching it was, I don't know, somewhere around, NVIDIA was somewhere around.
Thank you. Dang.
You're not thinking you're a moron.
I guess this must have been around where I started watching it, or somewhere around here, because it was around $90 a share. Yeah, somewhere around here. I guess I started paying more attention to it about a year ago. And let's see, ATI. And this is what has happened over the, over the last, well, it looks like over the last year, ATI has had a further jump than NVIDIA, which would lead me to believe if you're looking at not the price but the thing, it's time for NVIDIA to shoot up and ATI to drop.
No, it's going to be the other way around.
Okay.
By June, you're going to see it. You're going to see it. Trust me.
Okay.
By June, you're going to see it flip-flopped.
Okay. Well,
I would, if I were you, I'd, get a few of the ATI just to just to watch the little bit of a frenzy that happens.
well, I'm the only stuff that I'm buying right now is core weave. Um, and the reason for that. Let me explain the reason for that.
Why you turn the AC on? AC not on,
I don't know. I don't mess with your stuff,
bro.
bro.
You
From
little dog.
Yeah,
from
Ace.
$1,800.
What, for Ace?
Yes, wait, yes.
from when
Starting around 4,000 or 5,000.
No, he's a French bulldog. He's
I
a
was
Frenchie.
reading an article
I know,
on
but still
it
saying.
the other day, and with core weave, even I mean when you start talking ATI and core weave or ATI and NVIDIA, the price is already $170, $140, for each
Talking
one.
numbers again, Eddie.
So core weave right now is in the 70s or 80s. It's been as much as 180, I guess, in the last since it's been.
What'd you say, Jerry?
I said
Or
he's talking
moron.
numbers again.
Huh? What again?
He's talking numbers again.
Yeah, I know. I was fixing to leave.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. We just talking stock.
Yeah, I don't have any stock yet, so I I don't know anything about that stuff.
Well,
I'm too poor to have stock.
No, you talk stock, Gary. All you.
I was just saying that right now they're focusing on building out their infrastructure, and their expenses right now are exceeding their their income. However, even with that, the stock is 70, 80, $90. Well, 80, 85, got up, I think, to 90 the other day. But the thing is,
All my stock has 4 hoofs.
I know, and hey, the fact is, you can eat your stock if regardless. So that's a good thing to be invested in. It can do so much. Hey, Sharon, good to see you, darling. But once the trouble is, there's so much. They've got billions of dollars in backlog on orders for their service, and so they're going to start hitting. They will start hitting the profitability once they can attain so much profit or so much of their services to where they can be profitable, if that makes sense. But by the time they do, it's going to be in the billions and billions of dollars of. So right now, and if something with a similar trajectory to what you're talking about, Civi. You talk about ATI and NVIDIA. There's 2 other companies that are along the same format, but one is Nebius, and the other is CoreWeave. And because of what's going on right now with AI, it's just growing, if that makes sense. And so they're going to hit their full stride in about, I'm thinking, 5 years. So it'll take them a while to get there, but right now they're building as fast as they can. They're going to start turning profits.
Yeah, Gary, you can't worry about me.
Well, I'm not mentioning numbers.
Have fun in nature said you can't worry about everyone else, Gary, at YouTube Police.
Well, that's true. Let me get back to where was that recent or was that earlier?
I don't know. It was earlier, I guess.
Okay.
It kicked me out when I plugged the phone charger in.
I'm sorry. but it's a
And it came back. Sue's here. Bud Puffs.
Yeah,
Sharon's here.
Yeah, it's been a little while since Sue came in.
Why does Sharon have 29 in her name?
Isn't that cool though?
No, it's not.
I think it's cool.
No.
But the bottom line right now is that coral weave and the
stopping for moron.
Coral weave and Nebius do the same thing. They a little different trajectory.
Trust the boo.
Yeah.
And so I've got shares in the video. I think I'm kind of maxed out on what I may get a few more shares. Depends on how much I
Where
can.
are you going?
Migrant.
Afford.
Migrant. Why?
I get the windshield.
But
moron.
You know.
Yep, Jerry. Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry. Did he leave?
He gone.
Oh no.
Well, Sammy's not stopping at Bucky's.
No,
Yeah, I
I'm
am.
not.
No, you're not. You went the other way.
I'm gonna go back through there, moron.
No, that's a waste of time. Going to freaking.
I'm gonna go back that way.
No,
moron.
you don't, moron.
Yeah, I do. Cause jump off 409, moron.
No, moron.
Yeah, it is. I'm stopping you. You have to get out.
Whatever.
I'm here.
But all this is for retirement anyhow, and so you know, maybe I'll invest in Bucky's. You know, that would be fun. Do they have a shares? Can you?
Bucky's not, I don't think so.
I think it's privately owned, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Want to what?
Or you see what you're paying. You're paying for mine today.
No.
Yep.
Come on, girls, keep walking.
Cashier
Keep
check or
walking.
somebody paying for mine.
They're on the bridge, I guess.
The what?
I was just, I can hear they're on a bridge,
Oh.
Oh, wrong.
which is cool.
Eddie, I'm here still.
I don't want to hear it, Jerry. I called you 5 times. You didn't answer. You want to ignore? You want to ignore me? I'll ignore you too.
I just turned the set up.
Come on, girls. Figure it out.
I was freaking about.
Figure it out, girls. Stop staring at me. No. It's not that time.
It's cold in my house, Eddie.
Cold in my house, too.
It's hot outside here. What's the temperature, Sammy?
Oh, Gary.
Don't your thing have a temperature?
Eddie, right there.
Where? I don't see it.
85.
85 degrees here.
It's only 60 here.
This is
Look at that. Let's go fishing.
Go out of fish.
Ooh,
You and me going fishing in the dark.
Nah. You're scared of the dark.
Sammy went fishing last weekend.
Yep. You know anything causes the cold?
No, they caught a lot of catfish.
Like 29, 30.
You did not catch 29 or 30 catfish.
Let me show you, moron.
Oh my gosh.
Let me show you, moron.
Take your fishing and improve it.
Say what?
Tell them to take your fishing and improve it.
No, I don't want to go fishing with him. Hold on.
Some big ones in there, bro. Big ones.
Hold on.
Some big ones.
Can you see his phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. Let me bigify you.
What is this moron doing?
What is that we're looking at, Eddie?
Fish. Catfish.
That's catfish right on the dock at the cleaning station.
Oh wow, that's
but
quite
it's not
a
necessarily Sammy's catfish. It could be anybody's catfish.
Say
Could
what?
be AI.
They could be
It could be
anybody's
AI.
catfish.
Yeah, that could be anybody's catfish, Sammy.
It's that
Yeah,
option.
just because you show me a picture of fish don't mean you caught them.
That's right.
No, I do.
He could have downloaded that off the internet.
That's right.
You could have downloaded that off the internet. That's what they're saying, Sammy.
Or use
That's what they're
AI.
saying. I'm not saying it. I could have been AI, Sammy.
Dang AI. You know, AI.
Sammy's driving's AI though. Shoot.
Alligator
Dude,
is AI.
put on your lane assist.
I thought
Alligator
he
is
was
not
on
AI.
Braille. I thought he was Braille driving.
You're not AI. That's alligator AI.
That alligator could be AI, bruh.
You just tell us how many fishing you did.
We are off Sheldon Road.
Off Sheldon Road. So somebody's
Yeah, I-10 in Sheldon.
somebody's Bang Theory fan.
What?
A Sheldon Road would be a tribute to Sheldon on the Big Bang Theory.
No.
Maybe.
This was around long. No, this was around long before Sheldon on the Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
See, that's why I turn that crap off.
Yeah, that was good.
No, it ain't. I'm trying to get over this one and go back that way.
That's because you didn't turn on your blinker.
It don't matter.
Yeah, if you turned on your blinker,
Okay,
it
why?
knew.
All right. You pay me $100 if it does.
No, I'm not paying you $100 or nothing.
Yeah. See, what'd I say?
It didn't beep beep and pull
Yeah.
because you had your blinker on. It knew your intentions. Yeah. You know, see, he does an improper lane change, and the lane keep assist tries to pull him back over in the lane. He turns on the blinker and then turns that way, and it don't assist him or beep.
Because you're a moron.
No, because you need to learn how to use your blinkers.
Not using.
That's how it's supposed to work. You turn on your blinkers, it knows your intentions, and it don't pull. You don't turn on your blinkers and you go into another lane, it's going to try to pull you back in the lane because it don't know you. Yeah, we just did. I told you why it did it, and then
I need my $100.
you owe me $100.
$100.
You owe me $100.
I think I ain't kicked right no more.
No, you ain't.
All right. Well, let me recognize the participants.
Hold on a minute. We fixing to go over a bridge, Gary.
Well, that's fine.
This is the ship. This is the ship channel bridge.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
See, look, it still did it.
No
And Simon.
words, bro.
No.
We're at 2 hours and 27 minutes and 33 seconds.
You did a while ago, bro. Promise you did. So you owe me $100.
Well, you gotta wait. This is a big bridge, bro.
Okay.
Seriously, see it up here? See it up here?
Yeah.
We're fixing to go over the ship channel bridge in Houston.
Okay. Ship Channel Bridge.
They're building another one. They're building a bigger one
I think we were on that
or a
bridge.
new one.
Eddie, were we on that bridge once?
Yes, you were on this bridge. Yes, when we went to the flea market.
Okay.
We went to Kohl's.
Okay, I remember that bridge.
See, they're building this. They're building that right there, which is like more lanes and wider and everything else. But it's taken them like, I don't know, 10 years to get this far. I don't know. But
Yeah, I remember that bridge.
Yeah, me too.
it's a big bridge.
Big bridge.
It ain't going
See,
yet.
there's chemical plant. There's chemical plant over there.
Yep, I remember that.
There's shell chemical plants over here.
Yep, that's where
And-
Jesse used to work.
There's a boat right there. See the blue boat
Yeah.
right there, or a ship.
Oh, that's a ship.
I saw a ship, and there's a red one too. There's a blue one and a red ship over there, and there's big tall cranes. Somebody climbs way up there and freaking sits and does the crane work for this. This is a ship channel.
And there's chemical plants.
Uh-oh.